Hello, hello, hello. It's Eliza Bloom Robinson here today, Transformational Catalyst, and I am part of the Fearless Upleveling that is happening on the Facebook page, The Empowered Entrepreneur. I'm going to go ahead and go live here on my personal page, but I would love for you to pop on over to the Empowered Entrepreneur page where there is a guest expert every day. I don't know if it goes the whole month. It started last week and today is day 6, but I know it goes at least a couple of weeks. There's some phenomenal things going on there. So thank you, Misty, for hosting this and for inviting me to be a part of it. My topic today is why falling into ease isn't always easy. My book, my book, Falling into Ease, is an Amazon best-selling book, and the subtitle is Release Your Struggle and Create a Life You Love. So I get a lot of comments, and I've had some fascinating conversations in this last few months since the book came out last August. And my opening question is usually this: would it be all right with you if life got easier? Would it be all right with you if life got easier? And almost across the board, people go, yeah, hello. And then it goes into some really great conversations about struggle and the creative process, about having to work hard. And there was a conversation I was a part of even just this morning about the paradox between being in the flow and allowing and pushing through. And so it's a great conversation. For today, since I have about 15 minutes live with you and not hours upon hours, what I want to say about this is that while falling into ease isn't always easy, the payoff can be huge. Here's the payoff. Hope you can hear me okay. My voice is still a little down. I'm going to adjust my volume on this end, see if that helps. So the payoff is huge. When you find a way to fall into ease, here's what you get. You land in the place that I call your higher heart or your spiritual heart. You land in the vortex. If you are followers of Abraham and the law of attraction, you land in the center of the flow. If you can picture a river flowing, you get out of the side muck and guck and into the center, into the flow. You land in the quantum field. If you're a follower of quantum physics, you land in your own divinity or your higher self or your essence. There's lots of different words, right, for that experience of falling into ease. But for today, just imagine like, let's do it again. Right? We get out here and we get busy and we're struggling and we're working on stuff and we've got all this stuff happening. But when we can fall into ease, when we can find that moment, that sliver, that glimmer of that place that we call ease, everything changes. I was working with a gal the other day who was extremely overwhelmed and just like, no, you don't understand. There's too much going on. Maybe you can relate to that, right? But when you find that place of ease, when you find that glimmer, when you land, when you fall into that place, everything opens up. It's like this big pile of all these things to do. All of a sudden just becomes laid out like, oh, this, and then this, and then this. So the payoff is huge. It doesn't matter what you call this place. I call it the place of ease, the quantum field. When you are in the midst of a struggle, there's everything in your body wants to keep that struggle, right? But when you can release the struggle, when you can let go for a moment in order to land, then it's like a veil gets lifted from your eyes. You can see more clearly. You can feel more clearly. You are more apt to come into a place that is authentic action rather than reactive busyness, right? My name, again, is Eliza Bloom Robinson. I'm a transformational catalyst. I have been working with people in the spiritual realm for over 20 years, 30 years in some regards, actually. And what I know to be true is this: there is more to you than you know. There is more in you that is wanting to be expressed through you than you can even begin to imagine. Some of us have impulses. Some of us have these inner desires or these drives to be more or to do more. And when we follow that all the way down to its core, it's really spirit or creation or the universe or God that is in you wanting to be more fully expressed. We are living in an ever-evolving universe. We are always evolving. Therefore, our own beingness, our own consciousness is always evolving. So every time, my mind just went two directions, I apologize. Every time we land into the place of willingness to fall into ease, we get another piece to the puzzle, right? We get another aha. So again, the power of when you're in a struggle and you're trying so hard, you're working so hard to get through this struggle, take a moment, take a breath, take a breath, take another breath. Take the split second that it takes, or the couple of minutes. Give yourself 3 minutes to land into ease, to fall into ease, and everything else. It's like the pathways will be opened up. So the one thing that you can do is exactly this. Let me give it to you this way. If we are ever evolving, if we are moving and growing and expanding, then that is a place of openness and expansion. When juxtaposed to when we are contracted, when we are struggling, when the falling into ease is not easy, when we are perhaps in grief or overwhelm or procrastination, or we've been given a diagnosis, or a loved one has been given a diagnosis, and we are stressed in our body. That happens. It happens because we live on the planet, right? And that's the time when falling into ease isn't easy, but that's also the very most important time to find a way to do it. But feel that contraction, whatever it is going on for you right now. Any of those things or anything different, feel the contraction. Feel the headache. I'm not giving you a headache, I promise, but if you have one, you'll feel it. Feel the jaw getting tight. Feel the shoulders come up to your ears. Feel the tightness in your chest and your belly. Grip your hands, right? Then call this a place of contraction. The one thing that will help every single time is to simply shift from contraction to expansion. From contraction to expansion. From contraction to expansion. A couple of ways, 3 quick ways you can do that. Physically, move your body. Come to contraction, open to expansion. Physically, feel your neck raising, your shoulders coming back, your chest opening. Feel your feet on the ground. Open your palms. Open your eyes. Look up. Physically, move from contraction to expansion. Physically is one way. The second way is through your breath. Close your eyes. Focus on your breath. Feel the breath entering through your nose, your mouth, entering into your body, into your lungs. Feel your breath all the way down to your belly. If you know about yoga breathing, yoga breathe. Do some big, deep yoga breaths. And just focus on your breathing. Feel the air moving in and through your entire being. Like with your eyes closed, feel how your breath goes to your belly. Feel how your breath comes all the way out to your hands and your feet. Just feel that breath. When you focus on your breath, you're shifting your awareness from contraction to expansion. That's step number 2, or method number 2. Number 3 is my favorite of all, and that's to feel your heart. Place your hands on your heart, on your physical heart. Now, in my work, I talk about the physical heart, which is the organ in your body, but deeper than that is the place that we call the spiritual heart or the higher heart. The higher heart is that place of ease. It is that place of your divinity, that place of connection to that which is greater than you, whether it's to Jesus or creation or the infinite or the universe. It doesn't matter. It becomes the same. So breathe into your heart. We've already played with breath. Breathe into your heart. And just notice what happens in your body. Right? The first was physical. Second was breath. Third is your heart. Breathe in and through your heart. And then from this place of your heart, come into an experience. A memory, perhaps, or an experience of appreciation or gratitude. Think of something that you totally have appreciation for. Perhaps it's a baby, a grandchild, or a child. Perhaps it's a puppy or a pet. Perhaps it's the sun. It's a beautiful day here in Arizona. Perhaps it's a beach or a mountain. Whatever it is for you, just allow the idea and the vibration and the frequency of appreciation, gratitude, and love flowing in and through your heart, overflowing your heart. These are very, very simple practices, but they actually change your biology, they change your biochemistry, they change your physiology, and they change your neurology. Very simple, but very powerful. So just take a notice of how you feel. How do you feel right now? Open and expanded? Able to breathe? Maybe relief? Please, if you're watching live, type in the comments, how do you feel right now? If you're watching the recording, please type in the comments, what is your experience of falling into ease? Now, these are 3 very simple, little, tiny, practical tools that you can do again and again and again. But if you want more support, get my book. Get my book, Falling into Ease, on Amazon. It's available on Amazon. I'll post the link. I have on my website, I'll post this link as well, a free simple tips for life's difficult moments. It's 21 simple little things that you can do to begin to fall into ease. And for you, just for you, listeners of the Fearless Uplevel experience, I've opened my calendar for a free consultation call. So just for you, if you register, if you schedule your call, I'll post that link as well. If you schedule a call now, I will show you in a laser-focused manner that one thing that's keeping you from falling into ease, give you a tip, and show you how you too can use the idea of ease, of the quantum field, of your higher heart, to guide you to greater success, to guide you to clarity along your path, to guide you into authentic action, so that you too can live the life of your dreams. My name is Eliza Bloom Robinson, here with the Fearless Uplevel Take Bold Action series on the empowered entrepreneur. I'm a transformational catalyst, and you can find out more about me by clicking through onto my sites. I'm so glad that you were here with me today. Please share, please comment. I'd love to hear from you. That's it for today. Bye-bye, everyone.